Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. Let's talk about trucking and logistics. It's important because as these trucking companies go, they lose value, they lay people off, they go bankrupt, it's a sign of where the economy is. And as the economy shifts downward, downshifts, pardon the analogy or the pun, but it's gonna hit the real estate market, okay? Fewer people with jobs, less people spending money. It's a recipe for disaster. But this happens every 7 to 10 years, small times, in a small way, and then it picks up. All right, looks like it just started to snow actually. All right, here we go. This story is out of FreightWaves real quick. Last 9 days, the side hustle course will ever be $199, or not ever, but for quite some time actually, because we're adding to it and changing some things. So for the next 9 days, the link's down below if you want it for the $199. After that, it's going up. RXO looked to be avoiding the worst of the freight market, but no more. When RXO came out with its first quarter earnings for 2023, its performance was clearly superior to those of its brokerage peers, and it looked like the company might have found the magic sauce to handle a weak freight market. But the latest quarterly report from the standalone 3PL had landed with a thud, a declining stock price and some reductions in Wall Street analyst recommendations on the company. The scorecard for Friday was that RXO stock closed down 2.27% or 47 cents to $20.28. The intraday low was $19.85. However, that closing price is still above the company's 1 month low. Its 3-month low and its 52-week low. First, RXO's stock price had been trending higher, up about 15.4% in the past 3 months. It's now essentially flat for the past 52 weeks. Thursday's earning report led to several actions by Wall Street analysts who follow the company. And again, this is a big deal. Why? Because logistics companies are the precursor as they start to trend down to what's going on in the real economy. This is why Warren Buffett was famously mocked for picking up the transportation stocks when they were at all-time lows right before Lehman Brothers crashed. So people need to see why this is important. Now, it says here, Ken Hoexter of Bank of America Merrill Lynch is cut B of A's rating on RXO to neutral from buy. Its price objective had been $25 a share, but Hoexter reduced it to 22. Become majors, Bascom Majors, sorry, at Susquehanna Financial Group kept his negative rating on RXO, but reduced Susquehanna's, I don't even know how to pronounce that, negative rating on RXO, but reduced the price target to 15 from 18, which already is exceeding current levels. So you're seeing multiple analysts dropping their targets, and that's only going to continue this spiral downward because investors are going to sell. At TD Cohen, the team led by Jason Senilidi, how many of you are bad with names? I'm horrible. Maintained its rating of the market perform, but in a positive move that could be seen as somewhat mixed, it raised its price target to $19.50. In post-earnings call interview with FreightWaves, RXO Chief Strategy Officer Jared Weinsfeld said RXO historically has been able to produce brokerage margins in the mid-teens at 14.8%. In the performance in the fourth quarter was not that far from that level. RXO was spun off from XPO, which many of you have probably heard of, massive company, in the fourth quarter of 2022. It did release earnings data for that quarter, but had filed data with the Securities and Exchange Commission for the third quarter as well. We've consistently generated best-in-class gross margins, but it obviously depends on where you are in the cycle and whether you're at peak or trough. See, he's saying it right there. Everything's a cycle, and that's why people need to realize this. It's getting pretty windy, so I might have to go. The camera's blowing everywhere. This is the reason why I bring this story to you, is because this is a precursor to what happens in the real estate market. It's really important. It's important now to just be sitting on the sidelines and watching and waiting and not diving into stuff unless you have a good deal. Real estate deals are interesting in that you can get a deal any day if you can find the right seller and the right tenant. But the problem is, if you're at the wrong time of the cycle and you don't find either of those two, you can lose a lot of money and you can get stressed out and walk away, and that's not what I want. Look, even in the side hustle course, I put a whole section on real estate as a side hustle to show people where we are in the cycle and what I believe people should do as a past real estate, or as a real estate investor myself, but from someone that's been through the thick and thin of it, through the Lehman Brothers crisis. Hey, I'll let you guys go. If you guys want to have that course at $199, it's that price for the next 9 days. Hope you have a great day. The Real Estate Ninja is out.